One night in the forests of Vrindavan, something extraordinary happened. The moment Krishna played his flute, people forgot their homes, their duties, even themselves. The gopis left everything behind and ran toward him. Later they said something shocking. "Krishna, you have stolen our minds. We cannot return to our homes anymore." What kind of love makes a person forget the entire world? The ancient sages called it Prema Bhakti, the highest form of devotion. The ancient sages say that when love for God becomes pure, it stops being a prayer for blessings and becomes a complete surrender of the heart. One of the most profound teachings about this divine love appears in the sacred text Narada Bhakti Sutra, where the sage Narad explains what true devotion really means. Today, let us enter this beautiful world of divine love through a story of the heart. Narad declares something very surprising. True devotion is not motivated by desire. In the world, we usually pray for something. God, give me success. God, protect my family. God, remove my problems. But Narad says the highest devotion asks for nothing. Why? Because love itself becomes the reward. In the sacred Bhagavatam Puran, the divine sage Kapil explains that true devotees love God so deeply that they refuse even the greatest spiritual rewards. Imagine being offered liberation itself, eternal freedom from birth and death, and still saying, "I do not want liberation. I only want to serve my Lord." That is the intensity of divine love. Now, imagine someone whose mind is completely absorbed in God. Their heart remembers only the beloved. Everything else fades away. This is exactly what happened to the Gopis of Vrindavan, the divine lovers of Krishna. One night, when Krishna played his enchanting flute, the Gopis left everything behind, their homes, their duties, their daily lives. Later they told Krishna something extraordinary. They said, "Krishna, our minds once belonged to our homes and families, but you have stolen them. Our hands cannot work anymore. Our feet refuse to move away from you. How can we return home now?" Their love had become so deep that the world itself had disappeared from their hearts. Saints often describe divine love as a kind of holy madness. The poet Saint Sundardas describes such a devotee beautifully. Sometimes the devotee laughs with joy. Sometimes tears flow without reason. Sometimes they dance. Sometimes they sing loudly. And sometimes they sit in complete silence. To the world, such a person may appear strange, but inside their heart, something extraordinary is happening. Their mind has become completely filled with the presence of God. There is no space left for anything else. True devotion eventually leads to Ananyata, exclusive love. This means the devotee sees only God everywhere. The great poet Rahim expressed this idea in a beautiful way. He said, "When the image of the beloved fills the eyes, there is no space left for another image. Once the heart is filled with divine love, the world loses its power to distract the mind. Just as a fish can live only in water, the devotee lives only in the presence of God." Divine love is so powerful that sometimes it even surpasses worldly relationships. Our scriptures give many powerful examples. The young devotee Prahlad refused to obey his father when his father opposed devotion to God. Vibhishan left his own brother to follow righteousness. Bharat rejected the throne given by his mother because his heart belonged to Lord Ram, and the king Bali even ignored the advice of his guru to keep his promise to God. These stories teach us something powerful. When love for the divine awakens, truth becomes more important than fear, attachment, or personal gain. However, the sages give an important warning. Divine love does not mean ignoring wisdom or discipline. Until we reach the highest state of devotion, we must follow the guidance of sacred teachings. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "Scripture should guide you in understanding what is right and what is wrong." True devotion is not chaos. It is love guided by wisdom. Without that guidance, devotion can easily turn into selfishness or illusion. Even the greatest devotee must live in the world. They eat, they sleep, they work, but there is one difference. Everything becomes an offering. Food becomes prasad, work becomes service. Life itself becomes a form of worship. The devotee no longer lives for personal gain. They live only for the beloved. The saints say that the highest spiritual truth is not hidden in complicated philosophies. It is hidden in pure love, a love so deep that the heart says, one refuge, one strength, one hope, only the divine. And when such love awakens, the seeker no longer searches for God, because they discover that God has already taken complete residence in their heart. If you enjoyed this journey into the wisdom of the Narada Bhakti Sutra, please like the video and subscribe to the channel Karishmashrinkhala for more insights into the timeless teachings of Hindu spirituality. Until next time, keep seeking, keep loving, and keep walking the path of devotion. Jai Shri Radha, Jai Shri Krishna.